Hi guys, please enjoy the next video for US Classic Muscle Cars.
Alright, this is my 1968 Dodge Super B. Got it in 1994. It's a Grand Spalding Dodge car. It's all original as far as the body panels, interior, everything else. It's got repainted in 1985. So if you look at the body panels, they're all real. It's the real color. The Magnum 500s, the headliner, the seats, everything on this vehicle is original except for the motor. We'll show you that in a minute. But it's a 1968 real Super B. Scat back car, like I said, from Grand Spalding Dodge.
The scat back is meaning what?
Scat back was a Bumblebee stripe cars. So back in the day, they threw scat back on Chargers and Coronet RTs. And that was the scat pack to get them to scat out of the town. Mostly out of Chicago. This one came out of Chicago. All right. So this one is a bench seat car. In 1968, there was no headrests. 1969, there was a law you would have to have headrest. In 1968, no headrest, bench seat car. All right, original interior vehicle, original steering wheel. All right, we modified her a little bit, but the headliner, like I said, everything is pretty much well equipped the way they made these cars in 1968 from Grand Spalding Dodge.
And what are the two gauges that you have going on?
So what I have is a fuel gauge, all right, because I modified it a little bit so I can see my fuel pressure when I would run it down the strip a little bit. I got my tachometer. Behind the tachometer actually is what they call a tick-tock tack, all right, which it's not working right now, but it's still right there. But I got to see where my RPMs are at with my gauge as far as my flash point, where I need to shift that. Got my fuel pressure adjustment, so we're good. So you got regular stock seat belt. There's no roll cage. This car runs 1140s, about 118 miles an hour at Byron Dragway.
And how much does the car weigh?
This car weighs about 3,800 pounds. All right, steel hood.
And before we open that up, I
And
just want to take a look at that. That's
Yeah.
a nice.
It's the correct color. It's the correct color for the vehicle.
And that's
It's the correct wheels for the vehicle.
That's a cool plate.
You know, and that is my plate, and it's definitely part of that history. And I bought this car in 1994.
Oh, did you?
Yep. So I modified the motor, but it's a 68 440. So in 68, the Dodge 440 was blue, turquoise they called them. So any other 69, they turned the 440 into orange. If this was a 68 Hemi car, it would be orange. So in 68, the 440s were turquoise blue. So if you see on this vehicle, there is a lot of Mopar performance parts. There's the Stage 5 heads. There you got the Mopar performance coil. You got the Mopar MSD, which is hidden, which you can't even see. You got the Mopar battery. But I still modified it to the Mopar performance quality as it should be.
Right. And then the how much horsepower does that?
This is 505 horsepower.
Wow. And it does 11 in the
1140s.
There you go.
No, it's
So it has a good
Correct.
trans in there.
Right, the three. Well, yeah, it's a 3800 stall manual valve body. And if you notice in the back wheels, there's long studs because when I put the slicks on it, you got 3-inch studs here because the track only allows me to do 3-inch studs right there.
Okay.
Because you're not able, they won't let you. I got a drive shaft loop. It's kind of hidden, you know.
Okay.
I try to make it look in stock, but on the end of it, I'll tell you what, she's fast.
There you go. You know, I noticed a couple things that, what do we have going on here? That is your...
That's my MSD made by Mopar Performance.
Okay.
So I put it in a great spot. It cools with right in front of the grill.
Right.
So I got air hitting it. So it is a Mopar Performance made by MSD, which is very rare. So I can put the 6800 chip in there, 6600 chip in there, whatever chip I want to do it. You know, it hits the rev limiter, you know.
There you go.
But she's tough. I got a Barry Grant carburetor on the thing, 825, sucking up the fuel, which is fabulous. And I took the original gas tank I dropped it down and I put a nice fuel sump made by High Speed Welding in Westmont.
There you go.
And I try to keep it really. This is the right here. This is the cooling for the transmission.
Right. Okay.
You know, so. And other than that, the car it's a real deal. It's only got 40,000 miles on it, original bench seat and everything else.
Really?
Yep,
Really?
it's a Grand Spalding Dodge vehicle, and that's what it is. You know.
How often do you go to the track?
I've went to the track many of times since I had a couple children, and after that I kind of toned it down. But I went to the points races and ran this car at Indy, Columbus, Union Grove, Byron. Hit them all. You know, as a stock-looking class, the car's pretty badass, man. Thank you for watching.
Breaking news. Watch the next video. Don't forget to share and like.
Here with our lead.
And Paulette.